Hey, welcome to NASCAR America Overtime. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kyle Petty, myself, Marty Snyder. So in honor of Martinsville, big grandfather clock is the trophy, KP. So what's your top 5 trophies of all time?
I don't have
both
them.
of you.
They're yours. Oh. I don't know why you're asking me.
Trophies?
I don't have them.
I just want to be kind. I'll ask Junior.
I have a top 5. I know Kyle's got some great ideas as well. We'll talk about them. But my first one on the list is obviously the old Winston Cup trophy.
Yeah.
That old wooden trophy is just some, I mean, that trophy was the same for so long.
Yeah.
And I think it built a lot of equity in that trophy, in that championship, and winning it. Getting one like you had seen all the guys before you get something similar and identical, it meant a lot. The next trophy on that list is the grandfather clock from Martinsville. I love any kind of trophy that's different and unique, and this is certainly unlike any other. You can see how happy I was.
Yeah, the stage about came down.
Clock is rocking. Clock is rocking.
You know, it's a special trophy, one of a kind. You're only going to get that at Martinsville, nowhere else.
Where do you place it in the house, though?
Anywhere you want. I mean, that's one of the trophies that you actually go home to the wife, and she's happy that it's
she's
there.
happy you got that one. That's good. That's good.
Obviously, Amy lets me put a couple trophies in the house, but that one was embraced with open arms. The Daytona 500 trophy is next on my list. It's the Daytona 500.
Yeah.
I don't care really what the trophy looks like.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's looked like this in this video here for a long time, but regardless of what that trophy looks like, it's the Daytona 500, so that trophy is going to mean a lot to
Underrated for how heavy it is, too.
It's extremely heavy.
Which everyone, when they first pick it up, they almost drop it if you'll
you
notice.
underestimate, you think, oh, I got it. The next trophy on my list is I call it the Giant Bristol Trophy, and it was giant to me the first time I stood beside it back in 1985. And I was able to get lucky enough in 2004 and win one myself. My dad had that same trophy. He had like 4 or 5 of them in the house.
Yeah.
And they were bigger than any other trophy.
Yeah.
And so, as a kid, I'm thinking, I want the big trophy.
Yeah.
And so that one's very special.
They get a big sword now.
Oh, they do.
Yeah. Massive sword.
I don't understand that, but that's cool.
Why?
Because, I mean, it's the last grade.
Well, it's the last Coliseum.
Yeah.
Why don't they just give hot dogs and fries? That's what you get in the Coliseum, you know what I mean?
The last trophy on my list is the Nashville Guitar.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was pretty cool.
I like that.
That's a pretty cool one.
Yeah, and you would hear even as we.
Look at that vintage photo.
That's pretty
that's
vintage.
cool.
Video. That's cool.
Yeah, then we went to the Gibsons, the hard body Les Pauls and stuff.
And that guitar, even for guys like Brad that won it in the most recent years, it meant a lot to those guys. I remember Brad bringing his home and talking about how thankful he was to be able to win such another unique trophy that you're only going to get in Nashville.
Were we offended when Kyle Busch broke the guitar or what?
We realized that Kyle Busch was not a musician and knew absolutely nothing about guitars because you don't break that guitar. That's not those cheap hollow body things they bust.
I think that
the rock guys bust. That's not one of those things. This is not a breakaway. This is not a breakaway guitar. Sorry about that.
Kyle was trying to be a rock star.
Yeah.
Didn't think about all the time that Sam Bass or whoever put it in design.
Exactly.
But I think he had some regrets later.
Yeah.
I would say so. Any honorable mentions for you?
Well, one that Kyle was on Kyle's list, the World 600 trophy.
World 600 trophy. Just because it's the World 600. Was the World 600. Now it's the Coca-Cola 600. But the World 600
There's
trophy.
a picture of the
that's a
1973.
That's a great
I
old
thought it
shot.
was
That's a great.
I thought it was
It
the
is
new
now.
one with
Listen, this is before they've gone. And that's what's so cool about trophies. And
cool.
Dale, you talk about the Winston Cup trophy. It became a brand. It became what it was. When your dad and my dad had the 7-7, they were all cup trophies out there. And that's what was so cool about it. All those cup trophies, they were Winston Cup trophies. And that was pretty cool. Now, they've gone off, but the equity that they build in that thing. But you look at Bristol. You talk about Bristol and how Eddie Gossage has got to be an honorable mention with those cowboy boots and some of the things that he does and the guns
Just
and
being able to
stuff.
shoot
Cowboy boots right
just
behind your shoulder, Kyle.
Cool.
Right there.
You got to say that. But there are so many. On my list was a little bit different because I said, what's a cool trophy? Your first win is a cool trophy.
Good point.
A championship trophy, any championship trophy. He got a lot more specific. I'm like 10,000 feet. Just give me something.
Well, I know your favorite. I know your favorite trophy.
Oh yes, there's one.
New Hampshire.
Yes.
The lobster is your favorite.
The lobster
trophy,
is
KP,
the greatest.
Which you got to meet the lobster a little while back.
See
Look
that
at
little
you petting the lobster.
I'm hypnotizing him right there. Put me to sleep. Put me to sleep. And
Look at that thing.
Denny Hamlin with the lobster is still one of the greatest.
It really is.
I mean, see now Matt, he's not afraid. Denny, oh, look at Denny. Denny knocked down a 6-year-old trying to get away. You know what I mean? Denny's going to feed his daughter to the lobster, but he's not going to get caught.
We figured out what that word was when you're afraid.
Yeah,
of,
I can't say it. I don't know.
Of lobsters.
I don't know.
Yeah, that probably was not a great idea by Matt Kenseth there.
Landed on the hood, free cook, man. That hood's already hot. He's already heating that thing up.
It is a very unique trophy.
It is a great trophy.
And you have to hand it to New Hampshire Motor Speedway for coming up with something like that. So
yes, you do.
That's going to do it for NASCAR Overtime. Make sure you catch NASCAR America every day on NBCSN, 5 p.m. Eastern.
Hey NASCAR fans, thanks for checking out the NBC Sports YouTube channel. Make sure you hit subscribe below for the latest NASCAR news, race highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.